Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. We got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened.
Breaks into the open. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time today. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Vols hit it quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Bridges. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Volunteers will call on their punt team.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. Push down for the tackle.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
With the catch, it's Hubbard. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Volunteers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They are up by just 1 over Georgia Tech. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense, man, they came to play early and often. No points allowed so far, and already 3 sacks on the day. Living in the backfield, making big plays. This defense is going to be tough today.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on second down. Fires on the move. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
but how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Off play action. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignment.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running to the left. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Golden Eagles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. The offense changing the play. Now the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Gonna run it. It's Vincent. 8-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Trying play action. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Vols with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hubbard. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy...
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Quickly out to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Vincent. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Bridges. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Miss. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their... Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Running through contact. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They're going to run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. He got loose, almost past it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Off the play fake on first down. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. On the ground, it's Hubbard. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. Snags it. Touchdown ball. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Pittsburgh. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires deep on the run. Makes a grab for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in to block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drowned as he just got rid of the football.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.